Good evening, my dear masters, my dear friends, and my dear guards. Before commencing the session, I would like to say great pranamas to our Guruji Rangnath sir, to our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji sir, and to our great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji sir. On behalf of Mahavatar TV and Mahavatar Foundation, we welcome you all for free 21 days holistic wellness program, batch 15, day 20. So tomorrow will be the last day of this batch, and the new batch will be starting from January. We'll let you know the details soon. And yeah, I would like to say few details regarding the Kartal program, Patriji Samaha Mahadhyana Yagam. It will be starting from tomorrow, December 21st to December 31st. For 11 days, you'll be having different programs like yoga in the morning, and then the meditation, and then you'll have Satvika Ahara for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you'll have great senior masters classes, and then you'll have cultural activities for youth, for children and all. They'll be having separate sessions as well. You can go with all your family members and enjoy the stay there. And one more announcement is like it is the winter, and we'll have more chilling waves coming up while meditating and all. To be safe and healthy, carry your own warm clothes, sweaters, and the bed sheets. And one more thing is like you have to carry the Aadhaar card for your address proof to be safe. More details are in the group. Okay, masters. Masters, please open your videos. We'll start with the spiritual group, spiritual topic. Today's schedule is like a spiritual topic about messages from 40 masters by me, and the holistic wellness is like a continuation from yesterday. That's by Madam Deepika. And after that, we'll be having the meditation. Okay, masters. Now I'll be starting with the spiritual topic. It's about messages from 40 masters from 4 days. We are hearing about what are the messages we have got from different masters. Today, I'll be continuing with some other masters. So first, I'll start with Ashwatthama. So nowadays, with the film and all, we are more learning about Ashwatthama. So basically he started the meditation at the age of 4 under the guidance of his father Dronacharya. He was also master of Kururaja family. Initially, when there was no difference between Pandavas and Kauravas, he used to guide them both. When he was 17 years old, by then he was perfect, and he had mm, because of the task of Mahabharata that was approaching, he has to excel in the skills that he learned from his father, and then the meditation. It was a very difficult and strenuous life at that time. He would work on his skills, meditation, and teach others the whole day. He used to work for 20 hours and only 4 hours of conscious rest. So, like on 21st March 1994, 9:15 p.m., Madam Aruna asked Ashwatthama a few questions. I'll just let you know all those questions. So she is asking like, "Sir, you are a Chiranjeevi. How did you attain this state?" So for that, he is answering like Chiranjeevi is without physical death. We continue to wear the same physical body for generations, for centuries, and forever. This state I attained as a boon from my master, Father Dronacharya, for my talent of meditation and sincerity. Initially, I did not have any such idea of being Chiranjeevi. I had to finish my task of war, stay for few more years, and then retire. Later, I developed a desire to live forever in the same physical body as a mark of Mahabharata war. So first, initially he never wanted to be Chiranjeevi, but after this Mahabharata and all, he wanted to represent Mahabharata and he has to give some messages to all the masters nowadays. So he retained Chiranjeevi. So now he's saying like now I have taken up learning astrophysics from various other masters and I am at the peak of my learning. This study will help me to take an active part during the frequency change. I had intense desire to work with Sri Hanuman, which is being fulfilled. So after being Chiranjeevi, he is learning. So in the spiritual world, we have seen like we have learned that even in the spiritual world, spirit world, you will be learning. And as a Chiranjeevi, he is learning more things here on the earth. So she is asking, and he is saying the qualities are required to be Chiranjeevi are intense desire to continue living every moment. First one. Second one is ability to develop one after the other tasks and challenges helpful to humanity and ourselves. Third one being intense desire to help others spiritually. Fourth one, emotional attachment to people from all walks of life. Fifth one being desire to prove that life and death are a myth and that you can continue in the same physical abode as long as you wish. So he wanted to say you should have all these qualities, all these five qualities to be a Chiranjeevi. Okay. And she is asking, Sir, what is the advice you give us regarding our children? So, what are our do's and don'ts? When she asked that, he said, None. They are perfect masters. Make them meditate. They already know everything. So, children know everything. We should not force them or give guidance. You should do like this, like that, and all. So, we know, no, each soul will design their own destiny and they'll come on the earth. So, we should not force them. And she is also asking, why was Arjuna ranked the best person? Though there was Duryodhana, the all powerful, and Karna, full of wounds. So for that, he is saying, well, lady, Arjuna was a very pure and sincere person. His sincerity and handwork have no match in any other, and you cannot also compare him with anyone. He had contributed in that incarnation far higher than Duryodhana or Karna. So here he is comparing with Duryodhana and Karna. He is more sincere and pure. Duryodhana was also a great meditator. However, he was an unquenchable power monger, full of jealousy, developed by like fire. So these are the negative, even though being a great meditator, these are backlogs, like power monger, full of jealousy, developed by like his father. So those are backlogs. Karna. Karna had given up his incarnation as friendly note to his friend Duryodhana, who helped him during the crisis. So, being friendly with the Duryodhana, he had given up his incarnation, being good, and he tried to be like Kaurava. So, these are the messages he gave. And on 11:35 a.m., 18th March 1994, she is asking some more questions. Sir, tell us something unique about yourself. What, which only you can elucidate. So for that he is saying, when I took up the incarnation, being among the Kauravas and growing spiritually in an atmosphere that would be opposite to mental conduciveness was the task I chose. But with this framework of my incarnation, my task became even more complex and complicated with my boon of Chiranjeevi. So first he didn't had the plans of being Chiranjeevi with the framework of the incarnation, and he wanted to be Chiranjeevi. And yeah, he is continuing like as I told you earlier. I did not aim at any spiritual goals. I always lived in the present moment and worked out that moment. So he always used to be in present moment. He never was he never had any spiritual goals. But being in present moment, he achieved his spiritual goals. And he is also giving an example like Buddha did not start meditation to attain nirvana. That was not his goal. His goal was and needs to help people. So Buddha never chose to be Chiranjeevi. That's what he is saying. We'll go to another question. She is asking like, please clear whatever mental doubts that I am having, but I am not able to put exactly into words. So she has got so many questions. For that, he's saying like it will answer our questions as well. It's like first you need not worry about Kundalini. Once you do meditation regularly, only people involved in Hatha Yoga try to activate the Kundalini, which is an unwanted task for a normal meditator who observes his or her breath. All chakras will function automatically. So we need not do Kundalini meditation every day, only Kundalini like that. So our meditation and then Kundalini as an added advantage, as all chakras will be functioning automatically. And he is also continuing like it is not a necessary, essential, and must thing for every meditator. Please bear in mind that person involved in talking only of Kundalini will not know anything else. So if we go deep into Kundalini, we'll forget all this normal meditation. So we not go behind Kundalini. In meditation, it is best to be a jack of all trades and master of none. So we should be knowing all the things, but we should not mastering all those things. We should not try behind them being master of all those things. We should have knowledge of all the things, and ultimate our meditation is anapanasati. That's what he is giving us the message. And he is also saying, ultimately, you are the master of everything, and there can never be a situation where you will stop learning. So every day is like learning for us, right? And he is also saying, in this limitless universe of tasks, at least be happy. You have chosen spiritualism when there are thousands of things existing. So we chose spiritualism, right? So that is the most happiest thing we have done for our life. Secondly, you are a master by yourself. Until a certain stage, every master comes and teaches you various things. With this attitude, you also tend to look at people around you in the same fashion. So, whenever anything happens in life, you should not blame those person. You should not think of that person or that situation and be in sad mood. So, you should always think positively, like that person, that situation has taught us something, and we have learned something. So, like that, you have to take your life forward. Okay. And he is also saying, don't be trapped with habits that can stop or hamper your progress. That is, you ought to spread yourself, your consciousness, your thinking, etc. in such a manner that suppose in the beginning you only observe your breath, now you must cultivate few other habits like talking to masters, listening to children, bearing neighbors, looking at the various changes in your body during meditation. Okay. And she is also asking, sir, please tell us what meditation is compared to what we are doing you. But unlike you, Aruna, I did not have Unlike you, Aruna, I did not have any experiences, just like your husband. After about 5 years, my experiences started with lights of golden colors, followed by meeting various masters, seeing multiple places, and finally having experiences around every day. This is about my meditation and experiences. You are in no way different from us in terms of meditation and experience. Even we feel we'll get all those things. Like when we started with meditation, first we see all the lights and all, and then we'll have different experiences. And she is asking a different question. What is the difference between purpose of life and self growth? Okay. For that, he is saying, in one way, both are interlinked. Correct? Purpose of life and self growth are interlinked. Purpose of life is the design you have chosen. Self growth shows the total amount of knowledge and lessons that one has learned in incarnation put together. It's like our karma, all records, cosmic records, all everything put together, recorded in our soul, right? So the subconscious mind, it is recorded in subconscious mind. So that helps our growth. In another aspect, the purpose of life gives you an understanding of your present incarnation, its challenges and tasks that you have chosen to take up. And your self growth is an extension of your knowledge by knowing your self purpose. So, by knowing your self purpose, you can always grow spiritually. That's what he is about to say. And she is also asking how your spiritual career commenced at Ashwatthama or in previous incarnation. She is asking, is spiritual career started in Ashwatthama period or in previous incarnation? For that he is answering, my spiritual career began 2 incarnations before the present one. However, I have not taken up spirituality that much seriously then. My overall plan for me has been different from yours. My design by my ourselves was to first learn a lot about day-to-day existence on physical plane without any spiritual knowledge, plainly based on living just particular design and learning from that life design. So first he wanted to know only about physical things. He never wanted to he never wanted to have spiritual knowledge. And then, yes, I did have failure incarnation wherein I did not do my life task well. So when we won't do our life task or when we don't know about our purpose of life, we won't be progressing in our incarnations as well. So we go back to same waves, same levels. So that's what happened with Ashwatthama as well. But it is not, it is only in the presence of Krishna that I have learned a lot. In disguise, he happened to be a physical guru in that incarnation. So that's how it all molded up to become Chiranjeev. So for to become a to grow spiritually, we need one guru. So physical guru we need. In this, for him, Krishna being guru, he attained Chiranjeevi Tattva. Okay, masters. And then we'll go with the other master. Other master is Narada. So we all know that Narada is Kalaha Bhojanadu, like he gives all quarrels between two people and all. So he gave the message. Like on 26th March 1994, 11:15 p.m., he gave the message. I knew you would contact me once you started thinking of Chiranjeevi Masters. I shall appear to a few of you. So he'll appear only to few of the people, not to everyone. And being Brahma and Saraswati's son, he is saying all those things. Next, he is saying how he became Chiranjeevi. It was a task flowing from various incarnations. It took multiple incarnations for me to learn various lessons of life. And the lives that I have lived are so many that I have completely lost count of them. And it was the complete knowledge of each life, each incarnation that has taught me the knowledge of being eternally alive in the same physical body. My body does not wither. It has remained as agile and as strong as body of 40 years old. Okay, masters. So he took, being Narada also, he took many incarnations to attain the knowledge. His main task was to carry messages of knowledge from one dimension to another and learn the lessons of each passing age. And for our information, he is saying, in the coming age, you all along with me will live so going from one dimension to another. You will enjoy what I have enjoyed till now. So he is giving one clue about the future. Okay. So in the future, even we will get the capacity to uh, move from one dimension to another dimension, it seems. Okay, masters. I started my various incarnations just the way you started yours. Initially, I was very normal person. I took up life task and I was returning to the same place numerous times without doing the required task. So, if you won't do the required task in the same life, you will end up being the normal person in the same place. So, he took almost 107 incarnations, and after going through 107 masters, and at 108th master, Narayana, like Narayana is our Vishnu, right? He taught uh, him entirely what everything was. So, for the first time, he felt pleased about being in physical body. Later, he took up the task of propagating spiritual knowledge to people. First, he attained the knowledge from Master Narayana, and then he learned about physical body, and then he propagated spiritual knowledge to the people. Then, I was given a boon by a master to remain eternally in the same physical body and carry messages of spiritual knowledge from one place to another, from one dimension to another. My message to every meditator is give whatever knowledge you have to other meditator. This is how I have gained the boon of becoming Chiranjeev. So that's why our Rangnath sir also will say, become a teacher, teach all the peoples, whoever are coming, whoever are next to you, whatever knowledge you have, you just teach them. So that's how you can become a Chiranjeev. Okay, she asked one more question. How long did you meditate to attain the Chiranjeevi state? So for that he is saying, I did not meditate to become a Chiranjeevi. I meditated to get access to other worlds and knowledge of traveling from one dimension to the other. So my whole aim of traveling from one dimension to another was to attain knowledge from the various existing masters. Okay, the knowledge that I have attained in this manner is as follows. So he attained the knowledge. He never wanted to be a Chiranjeevi. So he wanted to move from one dimension to another dimension. For that, he attained the knowledge is as follows. So first one being, masters are operating at various levels. Each has task of creating, maintaining, and continuing new system and remaking and remodeling the various already existing systems. So we know, right, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, uh, creator, destroyer, and like that, who takes care of us, like that, operator, generator, operator, and destroyer, like that we say, no? That's what he is talking about this in the first point. In the second point, another set of masters is interested in carrying out individual ventures of their own, either in fields of their particular self-knowledge or by helping people existing at various levels. So some people are like they want to help other people. And in third point, he is saying, as there are creative cells, similarly there are destructive cells. So we have both positive and negative, right? That's what he is talking about. Actively wanting to hamper creative cells activities. This is the place where I have found for myself fascinating work, for I have two opposite sides to work on. And after all, both are a part of me. So we know what he is in the films and all. We know, right? Rakshasas and the Devatas, they all will be there. They want to attain something, and Narada will go and he'll say something to Rakshasas and something to Devatas, and they'll have a quarrel. That's what he is talking about. And at the end of the day, the Dharma will win. And he's talking like in your various stories, people unduly name me as Kalaha Priyudu. Like Kalaha means quarreling. Priyudu means who is fond of quarrels. And he's saying, but no, I was a person who has learned all about self knowledge through resolving Kalahas. So he attained the knowledge. He got the self knowledge through solving these quarrels. That's what he is giving the message. Okay, masters, have you understood? Yeah, these two masters I gave maximum knowledge, and giving. I'll be taking a glimpse of some other masters as we have limited time. So, message from Mata Parvati. So, what we get message from Mata Parvati is like patience, devotion, and determination are the key to achieve anything in life. When the path seems difficult, remember that every challenge strengthens your soul, and true devotion never goes unnoticed by divine. So, for that example is like when Parvati desired to marry Lord Shiva, she faced immense challenges. Shiva was deep in meditation, detached from worldly affairs. To win his love, Parvati devoted herself to rigorous penance, meditating for years in extreme conditions. Her steadfastness eventually melted Shiva's heart and they united and they became Parvati, Shiva Parvati. So, from this example, we know that we should have devotion and determination. Okay. The second example being about inner strength and compassion. So, after the birth of her son Kartikeya, Parvati shows her compassion yet firm nature. She balanced being a nurturing mother while instilling discipline and preparing Kartikeya to defeat the demon Tarakasura. So, what message she is giving is like even in nurturing roles, one must remain strong and ensure their actions serve the greater good. So, not being a mother, you should be more strong and you should prepare your kids to be uh, to fight against all the evils. That's what she wants to say. And one more example being equality. She is saying about equality and balance. She attained. Parvati once appeared as Ardhanarishwara, right? A unified form of Shiva and herself. This symbolizes the balance of masculine and feminine energy. This showed that true harmony arises from embracing both strength and compassion, action and wisdom. So, these masculine forms are being strength and action, feminine being compassion and wisdom. So, she is giving a message like we should have balance between work and rest, ambition and humility. It is the essential for lasting peace. Okay, masters. After this Mata Parvati, we have interesting character Vikramaditya. Master Vikramaditya, he is being the legendary king known for his wisdom, justice, and courage. He is a beacon of inspiration for living a righteous and balanced life. His message often emphasizes the value of intellect, perseverance, and moral integrity. So, uh, we get messages like we should have courage to face challenges. From the story of Betal and Vikramaditya, he used to repeatedly carry the Betal right on his shoulders, despite being tested with riddles and facing countless attempts to dissuade him. His perseverance and courage ultimately led him to fulfill his mission. So we should have courage to face challenges. And he also advises like face them with the focus and consistency, knowing that each challenge brings wisdom. So when we have any challenges in life, we should not get afraid. We should always think that something wisdom we are going to get from these challenges. And he also gives uh, message like you should have upholding justice and integrity. So from Vikramaditya's story, we know, right? He is always renowned for his fair judgment. One story tells of a merchant accused of theft. Vikramaditya's wisdom uncovered the truth by cleverly testing the suspects, ensuring justice was served. So from this we know, like be fair and honest in all your dealings. Even in tricky situations, stand by what is right, even if it is inconvenient or unpopular. So if you know you are on right path, only if you are only you are one side and other people's are other sides, you should not change your path. You should be going in a righteous path. When faced with conflicts, use discriminate to understand all perspectives being acting. So uh, when you see any conflicts, so you should see from all the sides, all the perspectives. You should think and do the action. Okay, masters. And he also says, like being a king, Vikramaditya often disguised himself to interact with his people, ensuring their welfare. This humility made him a beloved leader. So, with this, we can know approach life with humility, no matter how much success to achieve. Right? How much higher position you are, you should always have the humility. That's what he wants to convey. And he also says, like, serve others selflessly. True strength lies in uplifting those around you. So we should not be selfish. We should always be selfless. Like how Rangnachari is doing the service in all the languages. He is teaching us so many things. So like that, we should also be doing. Serve others selflessly. And one more thing is wisdom and intellectual growth. He valued wisdom as much as bravery. So he gave equal importance to bravery and wisdom. So with the wisdom, you will get the bravery as well. Continuous seek knowledge, whether through reading, learning new skills, or listening to wise counsels. So he advises us to surround yourself with people who inspire growth and challenge your thinking. So you should always have the people who who helps you in growing spiritually in good paths. Okay, masters. That's what we got messages from Vikramaditya. If we have Vikramaditya, we always have Betal, right? So let's learn about Betal. What messages we got from Betal. Like Betal is a mischievous and wise spirit who inhibits a dead body, often making it a part of his storytelling adventures. In the Vikram and Betal stories, King Vikramaditya is tasked with capturing Betal, who flies off with the body each time. Correct? King Vikram tries to catch him before he escapes. Betal tells the king a riddle or a story ending with a moral dilemma that challenges Vikram's intellect and moral compass. So, Betal is known for his wit, cunning, and ability to test King Vikram's resolve and wisdom. So, he is testing Vikram. Despite his trickster nature, Betal is not inherently evil but serves as a challenge and teacher, forcing King Vikram to grow wiser through the moral quandaries he faces in each story. So from we have got so many models from Vikram and Betal stories, right? So like he is not a evil, he is a teacher. We should always think in a positive way like this. And we get the message from Betal like life, much like the riddles. Each decision you make is intertwined with countless consequences, and every choice carries its own burden. So the true strength lies not in the answers you seek, but in the questions you dare to ask. So continue with your quest, for every trial is a step towards great wisdom. Whenever you have any questions, you should always ask whether to your guru or your to the subconscious mind, so that you will get the answers. That's what he is trying to say to us. One more master message from Ganapati. Ganapati, our Ganesha. Master Ganapati, the revered remover of obstacles and embodiment of wisdom, has deep spiritual significance. So, what we get messages from Master Ganapati is like remove inner obstacles. So, he says, like, true obstacles lie not in the world but within your mind. Fear, doubt, and ignorance block the path. Remove these, and journey becomes clear. So, he is saying your obstacles are fear, doubt, and ignorance. So we should overcome all the fear, and we should not have any doubts. And but to remove ignorance, we should be more wiser by reading books, by doing sajjana sangatya, and all. So for that, self-awareness and inner work are key to overcome more life's challenges. That's what he says. And he also gives the message like balance, knowledge, and action. So wisdom without action is like a lamp without oil. Knowledge must inspire purposeful deeds, and action must be guided by wisdom. So again, this knowledge and action. With the knowledge only, we will know whether it is correct or we going in a correct path or wrong direction. So with the balance of knowledge and action, we can go in a mm, wisdom path, so that we will attain our or reach our goals. And he also says, stay grounded and focused. Like my steady gait, progress requires a patience and focus. A wandering mind leads to unnecessary detours. So we should always have patience and focus. We should not, our mind should, uh, when our mind is empty, that time only we'll get all the answers from our subconscious mind or all from the other spirits, guided spirits. So that's what he is giving the message. We should always have the patience and we should not have wandering mind. And he also says, ground yourself in the present moment and focus on one goal at a time. So if you want to reach too many goals at a time, you can't reach any goal. So have focus on one goal at a time. And he also says, embrace change and adaptability. So when obstacles arise, do not resist, but flow around them like water. Every block teaches you new ways to grow. So these challenges are opportunities for transformation, right? When you have obstacles only, you will know yourself, whether we have to change, how we have to change, how best we can be. All those things comes into our mind and we grow right in all the ways. And he also says to cultivate gratitude and humility. Even the smallest offering is accepted with grace. So for Ganesha, even if you put small piece of grass, he accepts it, right? So that's what is about humility. Humility is the doorway to divine connection. So we have to approach the life with gratitude, regardless of circumstances. In whatever circumstances you are in, you have to approach your life with the gratitude. Always you should have gratitude. That's what he is saying. And one more point he says like trust the divine path. Every delay, every challenge has its purpose. Trust the unseen forces guiding you, for they lead to your highest good. So you should always um, trust about the unseen forcing guides, like guiding spirits, our gurus, all those things, all those people. So we should always surrender to divine timing while continuing to do your best. We should be doing our things, our best things, possible way, but we should surrender to the challenges and whatever messages we are getting from the people. This is what the message we got from Ganapati. And yeah, with this last message, with this last master, I'll conclude. The message, master being Vali. We know Vali, right? Vali, the elder brother of Sugriva, was a mighty king of Vanaras. Vanaras means monkey clan, who ruled Kishkinda. His story is both inspiring and tragic, offering profound lessons on dharma, karma, and leadership. So, with the example, like the battle with Dundubi. Dundubi is also strong person, and Wali is also strong person. They had many days of war, like that says the strength and responsibility. That from that war we know about strength and responsibility of Wali. Wali demonstrated unmatched physical prowess when he defeated the demon Dundubi and hurled his massive corpse far away. So Dundubi being a big personality, he Wali also did equal war with him and he threw his dead body far away. And from that, we'll get the message like strength should always be used for righteous purpose, not to dominate or prove superiority. Misuse of strength often brings unforeseen consequences. So, when you have force or strength or whatever it is, you should always use the righteous purpose. You should not show, it is not for show off. I have this much knowledge, I have this much strength, I have this much power. You should not show like that. It is, you should always use that in the right path for righteous purposes. Okay. And the second message we get from the rift with Sugriva. So here pride and misunderstanding was the key for rift with Sugriva. So a misunderstanding arose between Vali and Sugriva when Vali chased a demon named Mayavi into a cave. Sugriva believing Wali to be dead after a long delay, sealed the cave to protect their kingdom. However, Wali survived, and upon his return, he accused Sugriva of betrayal, banishing him from Kishkinda. Right. So we all know this story. Uh, when Sugriva Wali went chasing Mayavi, he was in the cave. He was doing war with him for many days, many years. I guess. Sugriva was near the cave entrance, and he waited for him, and thinking that Wali had died, and he closed the cave and he came back to Kishkinda. So that is a mere misunderstanding between Sugriva and Wali. So from that, what we know is like message: pride and ego often distort perception. Before judging or acting in anger, seek the truth with an open heart. Miscommunication can lead to unnecessary enmity. So when Wali came back, he would have, being Sugriva's elder brother, he would have communicated with him. He never listened to Sugriva, and they had a rift between both the brothers. So we should always have a proper communication. That's what he is giving the message. And he also has the alliance with Ravana. So this is like Dharma versus Adharma. Vali's strength attracted the attention of Ravana, the demon king. In one account, Vali defeated Ravana in battle, and Ravana offers an alliance. So here, Vali being in Dharma state, he shouldn't have been allied. He should have been friend with the Ravana, but he became a friend with Ravana, and that karma he has to follow. Uh, from this, what we get the lesson or message is like even the most powerful must carefully choose their alliances, align with dharma, not adharma, even if it seems advantageous in short term. So even if it is profit to you, we should not be aligning or be friend with the adharma people. So we should always be friend with the dharma people. Okay, masters. With this, I'll conclude with the spiritual topic. If you have any doubts, you can raise hands and ask the doubts. Master. Masters, you don't have, yeah, Nilima. You can unmute me.
Yes, this this
Neelu ma'am, I'm not able to hear you. Deepika ma'am, are you able to hear her?
No, the voice is cracking. Yeah.
Hello.
Or else,
No.
Neelu garu, can you type in the chat box so that she will
Yeah,
answer? Yeah, now it's clear. Can you give a try?
it's clear now.
Yes, yes.
I'm saying, can you recommend any book which has correlation between plant-based food and healing diseases? Can you recommend any book to me?
This book, ma'am. Can you see it?
I can't see it very clearly.
Sattvic
Can you
Revolution,
just
ma'am.
send me? Okay. Can you just send this to me on WhatsApp later on whenever you get time, ma'am?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. We are supposed to
Who's
show
the
this book after this session.
Okay.
This book is must read by each and every person on earth, ma'am. It is so knowledgeable. Even my kids, they learn, they are reading it and they are liking it.
Who's the author?
Subha Saraf and Harshavardhani Saras. I'll send you the details, ma'am, to WhatsApp.
All right. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Masters, any doubts in spiritual topic? If you don't have any doubts, we'll go with the holistic lifestyle. Yeah, we'll have Purnima, ma'am, you want to speak? You can unmute. Yeah. Even we are excited to learn about Yogi, autobiography of Yogi. We'll do soon. Okay, Deepika, ma'am, you can start with holistic, I think.
Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you for the wisdom share. And yeah, so I just pulled down the book cover page so that I'll show you. Okay, I'm sharing the screen now. So this is the book. You got it? It's not that clear. We'll show it again at the end. It's the Sattvic Revolution, the 7 life-changing habits to discover peak health and joy. So this is the book. We'll share in the group. Okay. Okay, masters. So now I am going to share about the Sattvic lifestyle habit to eat living, wholesome, and plant-based part 5. And this is the last part. So it's all about milk today. The concept is like milk. So we have few questions like why do our parents and grandparents advocate like so strongly that we got to drink milk? And that's number one. And two is like what are the 4 surprising changes that have happened in our milk from the time our grandparents and from the time now we are living. And number 3, so what does milk really do to our body? So is it good or bad? And and the fourth one is like, are some types of milk better than others? And the fifth is like, what's the best type of to your health? So to all these questions, we are going to learn the answers now. So why have our parents and grandparents always insisted on us drinking more milk? So they always give 1 glass of milk. It's good for health. Warm milk makes in cold weather and all, it helps you to you keep warm and all. So parents and grandparents, they give a lot of importance to milk, right? So at that, so we'll learn why did they give that much importance. So growing up having milk and milk products like 2 glasses of milk daily in the morning, 1 glass in the evening, another glass. And whenever we have lunch or breakfast or dinner, they just add a spoonful of ghee. They just dump a spoonful of ghee in our food, right? And without having yogurt or curd rice, our meal is incomplete. So we all have these kind of same habits, right? And even butter. We eat a lot butter. So the milk products like cheese, like paneer and all, and now in fast food it came like pizza and spaghetti. Everything is like cheese is added, and sweets made from milk like doodh peda and all. We have those all kind of things, right? So these are like part of every day we have any of them like every day. Sometimes more than one we have like every day. So it's like daily part of our life. So these were absolute necessary for our life since being the part of life, right? So where does the love of milk stem from? So how did they got this much attachment to the milk? So let's learn. So a lot of knowledge about milk in the society has been passed down from historic texts and ancient scriptures. Like in our Mahabharata, cow's milk is referred to as Amrutam. So the Rig Veda says like Gashu Amrutam Rakshamana, meaning cow's milk is Amrutam and it shields us from diseases. That's what Rig Veda is telling. And Ayurveda is also speaking. So what is it speaking is like Charak Sutrasthana. That means milk gives us calmness and increased vitality within us. So in the Quran itself, they told like the Allah has given us drink from cattle, the pure milk. Even the Bible mentions like milk about 48 times as high something to aside for. So there have been like so many praises for milk in our scriptures. Perhaps one reason why the love for milk through generations in our culture. And the other is like how people are moving away from dairy and opting more for plant-based lactose free vegan. So let's learn about that now. So in the olden days, like they gave much more importance to the milk, but now people are moving away from the dairy products and they want to opt for the plant-based products. So this brings up a question like if my milk has been revered drink since Vedic times, why so many are moving away from it today? So in olden days, people lived in rural areas, villages, where almost every home they had a cow, and so the homes were very simpler with enough space. The space around their houses, like front and backyard, there were like enough space to the cows to roam freely, and the cows have gone to fields to gaze and to gaze the grass and all. They're like very free. They're not caged, right? They're cage free. So how could gaze all day freely at various places, eating different varieties of grasses? We heard from stories like the cow, it used to lick the owner's palm, and through licking, it can sense the owner health issues. If the owner is having any kind of health issue, the cow could sense, and what it used to do is it goes out and gets while eating the grass. It used to eat certain kind of herbs or plants that benefits the owner's health. It's like a medicine. So when the owner drinks that kind of milk, the milk is having like health benefits, right? It's like a medicinal value plants. Since the cow has ate up medicinal value plants, the cow is mixed up with that medicinal value, and that used to heal the owner's health, and the owner used to stay very healthy. But now it's not like that. The cows are always tied up in the dens, and also they're tied up. So how could they go? There's no freedom to the cows and all. So that time the milk was very nutritious, and they also kept the people to stay healthy and happy. But let's compare now. The dairy farms are very cramped, very congested, no access to grass fields or no access to open fields. And they are, like I told, they are tied up in sheds, all four sides with brick walls, and multiple cows or buffaloes packed up at one place, and they go pee, they do everything like the motions and all everything, and there's lot of infections going on, and also the inject for the milk production and all, they'll inject another drug kind of things, right? So these are all going now. So dairy farms are like very cramped, they don't move anywhere, there no proper exercise, and the other fact is like the separating of calves from mothers. So emotionally they're disturbed. And when the calf is dead or absent to prevent, so when the calf is dead, the cow's milk is got reduced. So to prevent that milk production and all, even when the calf is dead or at the absence of the calf, to cease the milk production, they inject an illegal drug called oxytocin twice a day to increase the production, which results in hormone imbalances and cancers in human. It's like very painful drug. Even when they inject, there appears the blood clotting and all to the cow. It suffers a lot through pain and all. It's like too much that a cow can take. It's like they are injecting the cow like 2 times a day. See how harm they're doing. So today in dairy industry, in order to remain profitable, like cow is needed to continuously produce the milk. They even use machines. The machines are like they extract the milk, and also at the end they extract the blood also. So the blood is also getting mixed with the milk. It's so sad, right? It's so painful to the cow. And to she's made pregnant, like the cow is made pregnant for 25 months of old, and after delivery they let only 2 months and again made pregnant. So the cow lifespan is generally 15 to 20 years, but because these processes and all, the cow's life fell to 8 years only now. So it's very sad to listen all these things, right? Like cycle of repeated births and unhygienic living conditions and traumatic separation of their calves and constant injection. Like realize like 2 injections a day. It's like so harmful, right? So the workers continue milking, where the cow has stream of blood trickling down from the region beside her trail. That dairy, the meat and leather industries, they're all are interrelated. So these kind of things are happening, and with that emotions they give the milk. And how can we think like it's going to benefit us in these days, right? Especially. So it's a great damage even to us. So let's learn, is milk good to our bodies? So there is evidence of stress hormones in the milk, the presence of cortisol. Researched 22 weeks collecting milk and the blood, and they tested. The studies were published in Journal of Animal Science and Biotechnical, and 3/4 of world population struggles to digest milk nowadays. So there is a link between milk consumption and acne. Even they're facing like a lot of acne, the skin problem issues and all. And because of they are injecting growth hormones to the cows and all the drugs and all. And even the other fact is like so to earn more profits, even the people, when feeding the cow, they're feeding its own the cow's meat to them, like the powdered beef powder and all. They mix up with some food and they're giving to the cow. See, it's so sad. And even if we are buying here the milk, we have to search for grass-fed milk. It's like there are so many types of milk bottles they are selling even in Western countries. We have to search for grass-fed milk. That is the milk we get when the cow eat the grass. So that means like when we saw the label like grass-fed milk, then we got an idea and we searched. My family, we searched in the Google. Why it is grass-fed milk? Generally, it should be like grass-fed milk. Okay, so then we searched there in the Google like how many types of that. Then we came to know like they also feed beef to the cows. That's very bad, right? So to make profits, they're using all these kind of cheap and bad techniques that's harming our health and the cows, cattle. Not only the cows, cattle, right? So milk is not only from the cows, milk is from buffaloes also. And so it's happening to all the cattle like this. So to make more production and to make more profit. So these are the things we have to consider to take care of our health and our family. So to be honest, finding milk that meets this condition is impossible. So most of us don't have access to see such diaries in our modern world and what's happening and all, unless somebody says us. And hence switching to the plant-based alternative is the wisest choice at this moment in this world. So there are like substitutes for 5 most common dairy products, animal milk. So let's see what are the 5 substitutes. We can opt for coconut or almond milk. So coconut milk is like they're telling like it's next to mother's milk. It's like closely related to mother's milk. So you can give your baby once a baby reaches 1 year old, you can give, like, check with the allergies. The allergies will be like skin hives or difficulty in breathing and fainting, those kind of allergies. If a child faces when he or he had a coconut milk, then it's like an allergy and we have to stop. Otherwise, it's very good to health. And so almond milk also you can try. And so butter, nut based spreads using peanut or any other nut that's you like, it's better than using the butter. And so you can use the nuts like peanut, almond, coconut, and walnuts, any nuts that you like it. And so from cheese you have to opt to cashew juice, cashew cheese. Okay, that is like cashew nuts. If you soak them and blend it and added some lemon, salt, and pepper, that will be a wonderful spread. You can use that. Instead of using ranch, mayo, and all these things, you can use the cashew cheese also. It's very tasty. And for curd or yogurt, instead of making from milk, you can use the peanut milk. When you soak the peanut milk and blend it with water and then filter it, you get the milk, right? The peanut milk. So when you just warm it and add some yogurt or for good bacteria, then it forms a good yogurt or a curd. So instead of using paneer, they are telling like use a plant-based food. Tofu is like from a soybean, right? So that one is more healthy. It's like a lot protein also. So the other thing is like if I stop consuming milk, where will I get calcium from? So the calcium is the main thing we need to keep our bones strong, teeth strong, everything, right? So calcium is a mineral found on Earth's crust. So grass absorbs calcium from the earth. So cow eat this grass and gets calcium. See how indirectly we are searching for the calcium. Cow eat the grass and they get calcium. So why don't we eat some plant food so we can directly get the calcium, right? That's what they're letting us know. So when we drink, it passes to us. So, but we can also get calcium directly by not depending on any animal's milk, but we can get from plant-based food. So we can easily, they're selling like calcium is an essential nutrient, but that we can easily find from plant-based foods. So let's see what are the plant-based foods that we get more calcium. So there are certain foods that are rich in calcium, like sesame seeds and poppy seeds, finger millets, drumstick, spinach, fenugreek leaves, oranges, chickpeas, broccoli. Green leafy vegetables is the best also, and the sesame and the green leafy vegetables, they're having the highest. And legumes also we have. And let me tell an example. So we'll do a comparison now. So calcium from 1 glass of milk. When you take in grams, 1 glass of milk is like 244 grams, assume. So it is like calcium from 1 glass of milk of 244 grams. We get is 305 mg. It's 305 mg. But from calcium from 100 grams of sesame seeds, it's 975 mg. See how highest it is. So for example, okay, let us compare the milk taking 100 grams. Okay, for 100 grams of milk, we get 125 mg of calcium. But for 100 grams of sesame seeds, we get 975 mg of calcium. See how much more we have the option, right? From milk, we are only having 125 mg for 100 grams of milk. For 100 grams of sesame is like 975 grams, almost like 7 times more, right? More than 7 times, I think. So that is a intelligent option, right? Intellect option. So we can opt for. So we can skip milk. And to absorb the body to absorb calcium, we need vitamin D. Without having vitamin D, how much calcium you take, it's not going to absorb. So take proper walk in the morning and in the evening, exposed to sunlight. Don't expose like when the UV ultraviolet rays are high, but when the UV is low, like in the morning and in the evening, especially if you are exposed to sunlight with some activities and all, then that's going to help. So the body absorbs the calcium with good vitamin D. And if you don't find proper sunlight, then you can opt for supplements, but that's not a good option. But sunlight is the best. And another question is, what about children? Can I also shift my children or grandchildren to plant-based diet? Yeah, the answer is yes, absolutely. It's important to carefully plan their nutrition. A well balanced plant based diet can be provided to them with all the nutrients for their healthy growth and developments. Like before, I told, just check for their allergies. Coconut milk is considered next to mother's milk. So after 1 year, it's good to start. If you're giving like through solids, and even if the baby is ready, you may start from 6 months. But generally, the advice is like start giving solid food only when the baby gets teeth. That's when the baby is actually ready to chew the food. So until and unless, then milk is the best, and you can opt for coconut or coconut milk, which is close to mother's milk. And mother's milk is obviously the best. If any option you want other than mother's milk, you can go for coconut milk, checking with the allergies and all. So, and seeking advice from plant-based nutrition or doctor is always suggested. So far we have learned everything about the dairy and the options to choose for good health. And so we also learned in the previous sessions about this, learning about living and dead foods, finally discovering plant-based food is the best. And since food is one of the essential element to our element that we take daily, and to have a peak health, we got to consider a lot, right, about it while choosing food, like choosing considering nutrition and elements that brings more energy, etc. It's not just filling our bellies. It's the architect of our being, right? It's constructing our own body from inner, like health wise and energy wise and all. So it decides how energy we wake up with each morning, our thoughts that we experience every day, and overall quality of our life. So food is not something that we need to neglect. It is something that we need to consider to build up ourselves. And food is much more than nutrition. It is also about love, connection, celebration, and a family sharing a meal together, and taking ourselves and taking our family with love and all. So food is so important, and it's one of the elements that we were discussing all this week. And if you have any questions, masters, please come forward. I hope you all understood and enjoyed. So if you have any questions, you come up, and then we'll start doing. After that, we'll go for meditation. I want to also announce about the Kadtal program. Like Pallavi ma'am did in the beginning, and I want to also announce. Neelu ma'am is raising hand?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, come up. If you want to share any of your experiences with milk that you like, you don't like, or you already stopped, that also you can share. How are you feeling like after quitting from milk and opting plant-based and all those experiences also you can share so that you can let others know.
Like, ma'am, I would like to share my experience. Like,
Okay.
we stopped almost consuming milk only once in a while when relatives comes or something like that. When kids want to have milkshake, that time only we consume milk. So I stopped giving milk to my kids. Previously, without knowing all these things, I used to force my kids to drink milk every day, morning and evening. Now, by knowing all these facts, I stopped. From I think 4 5 years, we stopped consuming milk.
Oh, wow. Very good change, actually. Yeah, our sir always says like, don't give the dairy milk, give the plant-based milk. Yes, which more nutrients and good for health. Even what we are having in the market, the milk is not the milk that we had when we were young. It's like everything chemical, the food they're giving to the cows or cattle is also not good. And growth hormones and the kids are also at our age, uh, it's different and now it's
Puberty.
different. Like, yeah, the puberty and all getting much more younger age.
Yeah, kids at the age of 7, 8, 9, they are getting
Yeah,
periods.
they don't, I don't know how they are managed. And like, it's very hard to even listen. At our age, we were like at 14, ninth class and all, but now it's like in fifth class and all is happening. Yeah, I think all our masters are good. They got good information. Happy. No more questions. And this whole week, this week, like from we had like 3 4 sessions about messages from masters, and all. Like they, like Aruna ma'am, like through meditation, she got progressed, and she gave lot. Through auto writing, she got connected to our masters and she gathered so much information and she gave us a lot. So it's very good to hear from them through Master Aruna. So like she's telling, like all masters are telling, like we were doing meditation from in those days. So they are much attached to meditation and they progress a lot. So that's what they are telling us, do meditation, and what you're doing is really a good path to achieve spiritual growth and all to higher realms and all. So yes, masters, from since we are getting new year, let's take a resolution like we got to do at least for 2 hours every day to meditate for 2 hours and read more books and share our experiences. So when we share our experiences, some masters they have in their mind. So you are like helping them directly or indirectly. They also get the answer and they also get motivated. So all are getting something experiences. Why not I? That intuition also helps to reach the spiritual growth and all, right? So from and I wish all our old masters also continue to next batch and all. And I want to announce about the Khattal program now, Pallavi ma'am, like you did. So on December, it's like tomorrow, December 21st is declared as World Meditation Day. And the same day we are having our experiences to be shared, since tomorrow is also our last day for this batch 15th. And this is a great occasion that two things happening on the same day. So let's celebrate this great occasion by actively participating tomorrow's session. And we are lucky enough that we got an opportunity to thank our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji Garu, for he taught us how to meditate in very simple way. Anapanasati technique not only to us but to millions of people throughout the world. And I would also like to, and we would also like to thank to our Guruji Rangnath sir and Mahavatar Foundation and team for providing us this great stage and platform, not charging or expecting any penny, but only see their spiritual growth, health, joy, happiness, etc., and showing them a light from their darkness, right? So this is the greatest opportunity. Let us all participate tomorrow and share our experiences, so that we'll know more. Okay, and we are having Dhyana Mahayagam at Maheshwara Pyramid Kailasapuri at Kaddal, Hyderabad. So from December 21st to December 31st for 11 days. So that is the place with the very powerful energies, and it's the Shakti style with highest energies. Even Patriji Samadhi is located there. And we have so many great masters visited and found and sensed the higher energies at Shakti Stal. Babas like Pilot Baba, we had another, I think in the 14th session, I think. We have a session about Pilot Babaji. So he also visited in the past and sensed the higher energies from Shakti Stal. And so the Dhyana Mahayagam will be starting from tomorrow, that is from December 31st to December 21st to December 31st for 11 days. And there is a free accommodation and free food services provided. And the food that's provided is also with high quality, made by Dhyanas only, with various items. So every day there will be meditation, experiences of masters sharing, cultural programs, music programs with special guests arriving, and programs for children also. And so from the meditation will be like 5 to 8 in the morning. And if you, there will be like YouTube links that you can join in and sit in meditation. There will be a live program telecasted, so you can join in the live program and sit in your places. If you're not able to reach Kaddal, you can sit in your own home and own places and practice meditation for 3 hours. And since the weather is very cold, it's winter season, and make sure you take accessories to make yourself feel cozy, warm, and comfortable for your family and for yourself. And take woolen sweaters and blankets and more clothes. That will be more helpful. And Pallavi ma'am also has posted in our group about the bus details, something like that. So, and we kept on posting so much information. If you have any questions, and yeah, it's stall number 37. Our Mahavatar Foundation's is stall number 37. And yeah, so if you have any questions or if you need any information, please feel free to contact us. So I heard Palani I'm Palani Pani garu and Vedavati garu going to Kaddal program. So happy to hear about that. So can you confirm, Palani Appani garu?
Good evening, madam. I will confirm it, madam.
Okay.
Yes. And inform, please. Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. We'll
Please do
contact
the
you.
seva saying about our Zoom classes and all, sir. There, whenever, how much ever time you get, free time, at that time you can do seva regarding spreading awareness about our Zoom classes. What and all you have learned, what knowledge you got, and how you are feeling. Those experiences you can share with the fellow masters, and you can ask them to join the classes.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, any other masters want to speak? Rajshekar Garu. Hindu Raman. Okay, that's why Rangnath sir always says you should always switch on your videos so that we'll know who are actively listening or what is happening, so that we'll have one-to-one interactions and all. Yeah, Premlila ma'am, after so many days, can you unmute? Naresh garu? Yeah, tomorrow, we request all of you to share your experiences regarding meditation, as tomorrow is a World Meditation Day. So we request everyone to share, all the masters to share their meditation experiences. Yeah, Rashikar garu.
Madam. Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Madam. Sometimes we are in busy, madam. So sorry for the when you are called my name. Sometimes we are not. Today, today and last Saturday I have not opened the this. So
Okay. Yeah, you carry on.
forum,
You tell
madam.
your experience.
Sometimes I was busy. Sorry for the that inconvenience. Madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, tomorrow, please do share your experience in the class. Please attend the class and do experience, share the experience. Okay, Master. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Namaste, masters. I wanted to know tomorrow there is International Meditation Day, right? It is announced as International Meditation Day. So, how many hours of meditation is
Same
going on?
general class we'll be having. So in that we'll
Okay.
be celebrating about Patriji, who introduced meditation to us, and the program consists of knowing about Patriji sir and sharing experiences about one's meditation and doing the meditation. Okay, we can continue with the meditation, I think.
Okay.
Rashikar, you want to share something?
Namaste, madam. While listening the class, I slept, madam. Sleeping not controlling, madam. Again, also I'm waking, listening, like madam, happening, madam. Okay, madam. Nice experience. This was. Okay, so tomorrow I will share, madam. Definitely experience my experience. What I had with Mahavatar from batch 14. Definitely I will share, madam. Thank you. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, we'll start with the meditation masters. Yeah, as we all aware of the position, how we have to sit and do the meditation. First, you can remove all your spectacles, your earphones, iPhones, everything. Don't wear any mask, anything like that. Be in a comfortable position. If you want to sit on a floor, you can sit in a sukhasana, on a mat or on a blanket. Keep your hands clasped and fingers interlaced like this. If you want to sit on a chair with back erect, hand clasped like this, interlocked with and keep it on your thighs. We do Anapanasati meditation. Ana means inhaling, Apana means exhaling. Sati means observing your thought. So we should be always observing our breath. We should not do any mantra, no japa, no puraka, no kammaka, or no rechaka. Just follow your breathe. Just observe your breath. Just close your eyes and start doing the meditation. Eyes. Keep your eyes on, palms on eyes for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slowly open your eyes with the smiling face. Take out your palms and open your eyes slowly. Yeah. That was very wonderful meditation, right? See you all, masters, tomorrow in the class. We'll have a meditation class tomorrow, and we'll know more about meditation. And yeah, unmute yourself, Ashika.
Madam, tomorrow is the last day for this batch. And when is
Yes.
the next batch, madam?
It will start from January. We'll share the details in the group.
Yeah, from January
Will start
1st.
from January. Okay, madam. Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will share
It starts from
tomorrow.
January 1st, and 14th is holiday. Sankranti holiday is 14th. Sir said he will send details. We also don't know much, so we know it's like starting from January 1st.
Okay, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you for your
Tomorrow,
wonderful.
masters, please don't miss tomorrow's class. You can share your experiences, meditation experiences, and you can show your talents as well. Okay, masters. So tomorrow, Rangnath sir also will come for time. So please don't miss the class tomorrow. With this, we'll end the session. Yeah, thank you, masters. Thank you for being the wonderful meditators. Thank you.